Classical Conversations, Cycle 3, Week 8 History Sentence. Tell me about the Missouri Compromise. So this week starts with an 1820. So you could, of course, do the numbers with the fingers like we've done a lot of weeks. And you could do an 8, and you could do 2 10s for 20 or something like that. But I think for this one I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to just pretend like I'm eating something, like I ate something, because that kind of ties in well with the next word, Henry, because I was going to flap my arms like the wings on a chicken or a hen, okay? So anyhow, so I'll go in 1820, Henry, okay? And if it helps you remember the 20 part, you can think about the fact that you're flapping twin wings, okay? Twin, 20, or 2 wings for 20, okay? So in 1820, Henry Clay worked. So for the Clay part, it's kind of hard with the song. You probably won't be able to do the motion for clay right when you say clay, but it kind of fits together with the word worked because you're going to be working clay. Okay, so you can kind of just pretend like you're working or molding something out of clay on a potter's wheel or something. So anyhow, in 1820, Henry Clay worked out the Missouri Compromise. So for Missouri Compromise, I'm just going to take my hands and go like this. Like they're going to miss each other. They're not going to quite line up. They're going to miss each other. So for Missouri, my hands are going to miss each other. Okay, so the Missouri Compromise. So then they come together and they meet halfway for compromise. Because, of course, when we have a compromise, you have 2 parties. They both have to give some things up, and they can kind of meet in the middle where both can be satisfied. Okay, so Missouri Compromise, allowing, so I'm going to allow you, I'm saying, yes, I'm allowing you to play with this or to do this. Allowing Missouri, so again, have your hands try to come together, but they miss, okay, Missouri to enter, and then you can kind of open a door for enter, like I'm going to go into a door, enter, the Union. So for this, you can kind of just link your fingers together, like here's the church, here's the steeple, open the doors and see all the people. So you can kind of just link your fingers together like that to show union, we're united. To enter the Union as a slave state, so for that, you're just going to cross your wrists like slaves would have had their wrists maybe tied or bound together like this. As a slave state, and Maine as a free state. So for Maine, I'm just going to pretend I'm petting a horse's mane, on my head. So Maine as a free state, and you can kind of, you want to kind of bring your wrists together, or just kind of go like this, just to show freedom versus bondage. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try it with the song here.
In 1820, Henry Clay worked out the Missouri Compromise, allowing Missouri to enter the Union as a slave state and Maine as a free state. In 1820, Henry Clay worked out the Missouri Compromise, allowing Missouri to enter the Union as a slave state and Maine as a free state. Free state.
Hope that helps you guys out. Have a good week.